this? Okay. I'll play with him. Come on. Okay. You want to play rough? Okay. Say hello to my little friend.
Rush, get me, yeah, yo.
Killer.
Get me, yeah, yo.
What is good, y'all? J Coffee on the vid, and you see we talking about the yayo, the chi-chi, that cocaine, that cocaine, or whatever you call it, the white girl, Katy Perry, Christina Aguilera, all that, whatever you call it, we're talking about good old-fashioned cocaine, America's cup of coffee. Tap it in the comments for some bonus points if you remember what movie that's from. But anyways, y'all see the pictures, them bricks, them keys washing up according to Border Patrol. As you see, they tweeted out, it hit the news a week ago, like today's Monday, last Monday in Hollywood, Florida, 78 pounds of cocaine in there, saying that's $1 million street value. You always wonder when the police get to, giving those estimates, like what it's worth on the street, because you'll hear the cop, he'll be like, well, it's this much, and if you break it down and package it up and you cut it, you could cook it back, and then you got crack. However you want to do it, it's worth like $1 million. Like, I'm just clowning around, cracking jokes, but I just wonder who gives, like, when the police speak to the media, who's the guy that they holler at, you know what I mean, to give the street breakdown, the value of what the drugs, whatever it's worth, you know what I mean? It's just, I wonder, whose job is that? But anyways, back to the story. 30 packages, which, 78 pounds, so I believe each package is a key, you know what I mean, because a key's like 2.2 pounds, so the math seems to be about right for 30 packages to equal 78 pounds, kilos, right? Like, you know what I mean? Tap it in the comments if my math's off, I don't know. But anyways, a beachgoer found this according to the Border Patrol, you know what I mean? It's wild too. I was just in Hollywood, Florida a couple months ago, you know what I mean, to meet long lost family. That's where we went. Hollywood, Florida beach. Beautiful beach out there. Like, it was a very beautiful beach. I'm up out of Florida, but a lot of drugs wash up on Florida, throughout the years from, people that I know, that I trust their word, who've told me they've seen it and experienced themselves. And, according to the news, I mean, it's Florida, you know what I mean? Port of Miami, it's where the drugs come in. We know this. But, man, that beachgoer is a good Samaritan, right? Like, they did what they were supposed to do. I don't know, say I'm paranoid, or I look at things from a corrupt perspective, but I always wonder when drug busts go down, whether it's on the street, a beat cop, or, a cop pulls someone over and gets an ounce of coke off the streets, or it's something of this nature where 30 keys are washing up. I always wonder, was it really 32? Was it really 35? Or was that ounce that cop snatched up off them guys that he pulled over, was that really 2 ounces? Was it really 1.5? Like, I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not trying to take shots at law enforcement or anyone. I'm just saying, just in general, people are greedy. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Like we talk about on my channel all the time. People got bills. It's hard to get by. Even people with money got problems. More money, more problems.
That's real, yo. I ain't exaggerating at all, man. The more money you make, the more problems you get. And jealousy and envy is something that comes with the territory, man. A lot of people, it's just negative energy, like my man Puff said.
But I'm just curious to know, like, everyone who watches this video, whether you're a good Samaritan, a bad Samaritan, or anything in between, what would you do if you were the person who discovered 30 keys washing up on the beach? Would you turn them over? What would you do? It's just like if you find $100 in the store. I mean, kinda, you know what I mean? It's not yours. You're supposed to turn it over. It's a little different in this situation because it's drugs, and if you get knocked with it, you're going down. Or, I mean, we've seen this is a plot to a lot of great movies, right? Deep Blue Sea with Paul Walker, rest in peace. You know, they ended up coming across a bunch of drugs when they were diving, searching for treasure. Or No Country for Old Men, another great movie, although it's not drugs washing up on the shore. You know, it's a guy who came across a shootout, everybody's dead, and there's a bunch of drugs and money. He throws the drugs away, takes the money, they still come and kill his ass. So even though a lot of people are greedy if no one's looking, and I'm not saying anyone's a bad person, it's just tough to get by. But when it comes to drugs, like I said, get in the comments, what would you do? I feel like most people would turn it over because they don't want those kind of problems. Or even if you felt like you could get away with it, I don't feel like the average person would know what to do to turn 30 kilos of cocaine into money at the end of the day, right? So it's kind of useless to them, really. Instead of asset, it's more of a liability. But anyways, man, like I said, Border Patrol tweeted about this, talked about this. It's all over the news. And they said over the past couple months, in that general area of Hollywood, Florida, they've had quite a few different instances where drugs washed up on the shore like this. And you'll also see, I'm sharing some pictures, screenshots or whatever from an article back from July in Flagler County, Florida, where some drugs washed up. I mean, Florida's just a hotbed for this kind of activity. You know, Florida is a crazy place. You know, one way or another, if you're in Florida, you're used to chaos. You know, I come from New York. I lived in Florida. I thought I knew what chaos was about. It's a whole nother kind of chaos down there in Florida. But anyways, like I said, what would you do? Get up in the comments. But I found some interesting footage from another situation like this where drugs washed up back in 2011 in Palm Beach, Florida. Let's check this out.
Beach at Fort Pierce. No indication of the excitement that just transpired.
Very frightening. Kind of like scary. Nerve-wracking. It was like, whoa.
Laura Howard lives right along the beach. Around noon, she spotted a police helicopter hovering overhead. Just then,
There's a knock on the door, and I opened the door, and a couple police officers were standing there, and on my doorstep there was 22 kilos of coke.
two beachgoers had spotted the drugs washing ashore and called 911. Minutes later, police are asking Howard to borrow her hose to hose off the drugs and a garbage bag to bag it up.
It started to get a crowd everywhere, so they wanted to conceal it.
She grabbed her camera and quickly took a few photos.
Afterwards, I was shaking so bad that I got a headache from my adrenaline rush.
This is a significant amount of cocaine.
Man, that was crazy. You seen that? The police came and was like, yo, we need to use your hose. Then a crowd gathered around. People are taking selfies with the yayo. Like, it's crazy, man. But I just thought that was an interesting one to share with you. But, you know, like I said, man, this is known to happen quite often in Florida. Like, I don't know, you know, if you hang out in the beach in Florida long enough, you're just a beach bum, like that's what you do, probably gonna find some cocaine. I'm just clowning around, but for real though, maybe, I don't know. But I remember when I was in a bar one night and I was just having some friendly conversation with this one girl. She grew up in the Keys. She was telling me her father, as a kid growing up, there was quite a few times she remembered her dad taking pictures with like marijuana, cocaine, all different kind of drugs washing up on the shore. Like, it's just crazy. I don't know, man. But anyways, man, that's all I really got on this one. Jay Coffee Talk, talking about cocaine on the beach. What would you do? Like, for real, we're just talking here. It's just the internet, a comment thread. Like, I don't know, you know, what would you do if it was you? Is that a lotto ticket to you? Like, yo, I just won the lotto. I got all this coke. My life's about to change. I got this money. Like, but like I said, the average person, like, for real, what would you do with a bunch of keys? Like, how could you really convert that to money? Even if, you know, you're a law-abiding citizen, but you're like, yo, F it. I got to cash in this lotto ticket. Like, how do you even really cash that one in? You know what I mean? Let's talk about it in the comments, guys. Thanks for watching. I will catch you guys on the next video. But like I said, join the discussion. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. This is Jay Coffee Talk. If you're new to the channel, we talk all different topics: music, news, sports, current events, life, and much more. I will catch you on the next one. I'm out of here. Peace.